Welcome to Zoewebs sharing today. Content, how to protect it and what is the applicable law? The answer is copyright law. Copyright. So you can actually protect your content by using the copyright law. How? Placing a copyright notice is actually a sufficient protection. So what is a valid copyright notice? Is like what we have done in the website. Then it must involve copyright symbol, the C. It must involve the year of publication. It must involve the owner's name. So once these are established, meaning that you have a valid copyright notice placing on your website, then the effect is all the omnichannel content created on your website is secured by the copyright law. So you have the protection once you place this notice. So this notice is very powerful. It is governed under the governmental department that measure my misuse. You're saying that the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia, MCMC. I assume. So this act is actually governed by it. They will actually set down guidelines or some prohibitions that you cannot post certain content that offend the other parties, which includes porn. It also includes a lot of racism, prejudice. Same as Facebook. Facebook also is the same, just that Facebook has its own terms and conditions. But in Malaysia, all governed under this. Very simple. You can prove that you actually handle the business. Because Google is so well known that you cannot argue that they are not the legitimate owner. Because none of Google is Google, it belongs to them. You're talking about, for example, Zoewebs. How do you claim that Zoewebs is from us? Yeah. So you can actually prove that you have this. You can show your accounts. You can show your business activities. That you actually are the owner of Zoewebs. This element is actually not hard to prove because you should have the evidence. The second element is the hardest part, which is the bad faith. How are we going to prove that the other party used your domain name in bad faith, which means that in bad intention? So you need to prove that the other party actually used the domain name to gain some profit, to do some illegal activities without your permission. So this is the harder part because in civil cases, the plaintiff, which means the person that brings the suit, has to prove everything. Yeah, this will happen, like I said, the cyber squatting. This actually amounts to cyber squatting because they do not own the name, but they just purchase the domain name. So it's, from a legal perspective, I would say that it is very important for you to trademark your own logo, your name, your product or service. It's very important for you to register a trademark. But for commercial wise, it won't affect your business activities and so on until and unless the legal dispute arises. Right? You're saying?
Yes.
So even if there is a legal dispute, you can still argue that you own Zoewebs because you're the owner of Zoewebs, you have the activities, you have a case. I believe that you have a case to argue with the other party. But to prevent you from go to that stage, it would be better for you to register. I would suggest they have to register the trademark. But it really depends on the nature of the business. But for Zoewebs, because we are an online business per se, so I would suggest that it would be better for you to register. Because it's very hard for you to prove. So lawyers will come into play and help you fight your case.
So then if let's say ABC, both of them become very big, then sometimes they are very concerned about the brand, sometimes they will sue each other. Hey, who come first?
Yeah. It always happen.
Always happen.
Like I recently read a case, it actually happened in Singapore. Grab car in Singapore. I think they sued another company also. Same thing like Google against the attack just now. So company they were fighting for the domain name of grabcar.id in Malaysia. But at the end of the day, Grabcar won. Grabcar registered the Grabcar as a trademark because it's international. Yeah. Once you register with IPO, it's international, applicable in every country. for domain name 是 first come first basis 嘛，就是example for domain name 你可以有这些。But for trademark, it's not like I said, registration doesn't mean the legal right, which means that doesn't mean that you register first, you own the right. But if they have the R symbol in hand, and if they are also in a similar business, I would say that they have higher chances of success as compared to you. You might have to change your domain name, that's it. You see, registration of a trademark only costs you 3,000. But if you're involved in a legal dispute, you appoint a lawyer, the legal fees, and like the years and the span on this legal case, for sure more than 3,000. I can guarantee you, it could be up to 100,000. You don't know. .my, based on Malaysian policy. Because the case that you mentioned just now, Google against digital attack, that once happened in Ipoh, in Malaysia. They were fighting for Google.com.my. So actually, it was heard by Malaysian judges. You probably want to go to intellectual property lawyer.
Intellectual.
IP law, trademark lawyer, copyright lawyer, patent lawyer. They all IP lawyer. I can see a lot of new technology law firm. They also specializing in handling this kind of matters, but not so common in Malaysia. So I'm hoping that in the future I will set up a firm that provides some service. Digital marketing is very, very important, especially like disputes over the internet. There's not a lot of law firms that have this kind of experience. It's a good chance for new lawyers like me. Now I understand better because I joined Zoewebs. I understand, we have the domain name disputes, we have this kind of disputes. Previously I didn't know.